Next we have attribute selectors, CSS, advanced selectors, attribute selector. So what is attribute selectors? So what are the attribute selectors we have? So attribute selectors is nothing but these attribute selectors provides to add to powerful way to apply any CSS for your styles. Like for the forms, so no need to take any class names for this forms to styling up. Forms, right? We are creating this so many forms in this HTML. See here for these forms, we need to apply the CSS using this attribute selectors. So attribute selectors is nothing but we have a syntax for writing this one, like CSS followed by square brackets. In that, just write attribute and selector like this. And we need to add this property name value, property name value. So this is the syntax for writing this attribute selector. So nearly we have different selectors will be available. I'll explain what are the selectors we have. So here this one, it will take this this is matches for this only first elements, and this is matches for dollar symbol matches for the last elements, and star symbol it is matches for all the elements. That is the use of this attribute selectors. And we have this specificity, CSS specificity, the most important one. So how do you calculate this specificity here? So specificity is nothing but order. Specificity is nothing but order of an element, like which element can follow which order here. So here, based upon the specificity, so each and every element will behave in the CSS. So here we have some properties is like first specificity will be calculated like this. The first point, count number of ID selector. Next, count number of class selector and attribute selector and pseudo classes class in selectors. And the third, so count the number of type selector, count the number of type selector, and pseudo elements in selector. So remember these points. And if you found this universal selector, please ignore this one. Universal selector specificity having only the 0 value. Ignore universal selector. And what is the specificity? You don't know, right? See, I'll just explain this one. It's very important. Like, look at this one. So first count this number of ID selectors. So given value, first we can count the number of ID selector. Next, count the number of class selector, attribute selector, pseudo classes in this selector. See here, we have the nearly four values. Like first starts with 0, 0, 0, 0. So specificity starts from 0, 0 onwards. See, highest is highest. Highest one is inline style. Inline style, that is specificity value is 1000. Next we have ID selector. So ID is second most specificity having, like 100. And class we have 1. So remaining elements all we have is 1 only. How this will be calculated here? Now I'll take there. Suppose you are writing the class names like p dot h1 or p dot text comma or else text space. So here we just write anchor hover. So this is a class name we just write. See, look at this one. How we can calculate the specificity here? Now here, first this given selector. In this given selector, first we can check for count this number of ID selector. See here, we don't have any ID selectors in this given value. Then you can put this 0 for ID selector, 0, 0 there, and count this number of class selectors. So here we have this one is it, and count attribute selector. There is no attribute selectors in that, and count this pseudo class. So count this pseudo class. We have this pseudo class here. See here, we have the specificity like 1 element also is the right 1, 2, 3. So answer is for this one 0, 3, 0, 0, 3. So I'll explain how to calculate this one now. So note these points here. Count the number of ID selector. Given selectors having, if we have this ID selector, we have more highest specificity. And coming to this second point, we need to count this attribute selectors, pseudo class, if it is exist or not. Next, we can count this number of type selectors. Type selectors also there. See, these two we having only one. If you have this ID selector, then you can take this ID part in the one itself. See here, first 0 starts from element. Next we have this class. Next ID. This is the internal style sheet. We have these four values. I'll explain. Let me open this Notepad++. See here, I'll just take new program and I can say this one as a specificity. Specificity.html. Now click on this enter. Now here I'll take this h1. CSS specificity. I'll take the paragraph. Now I place the text there. Now let me run this one on the browser. See, we have this CS specificity and some text there. I'll just apply some styles for this one. Now here I'll take style tag. Style, I'll take the h1. I apply the color white. sorry, color white, font size 50 pixels, and background, sorry, I'll take this body background, body background orange, orange red, orange red, or orange. Now I take the paragraph, font size 20 pixels, font family cursive. Now, so we have this, I told you that we have these four values like 0, 0, right? See here, this paragraph having one element. First, we can check this one here. So given selectors, given selector, first we can count this ID selector. See here, given this paragraph, there is no ID selector. Only we are taking this type selector. Type means tag selector. See here, for this type, we have only one. And remember this one. So we have any class selector, there is no class selector, and there is no attribute, and there is no pseudo class also. See here, we have this third point, we have only one, and remaining values is 0. See, look at this one, 0, 0, 1 is a specificity. Now if you hover on this one, see, look at this one, selector specificity is 0, 0, 1. Here also same, 0, 0, 1 there. If you take this space and if you give this anchor tag, so it will calculate it as a, there is two elements is there. See here we have these two elements is there. For these two elements, it will take an as 0, 0, 0, 2. 0, 0, 2 there. Why? Because we have two elements is there. Suppose here only one element is there, that you can calculate as 0, 0, 1. So specificity for this selector is 0, 0, 1. And coming to here, let me run this one on the browser. Now replace this text there. So I'll do one thing. And I'll just apply text align setter. Text align setter. Now go to this browser, just reload this page. Now look at this one. So we place the text there. Now we can apply color for this one. So this is the internal style sheet. That is internal style sheet. I told you that highest specificity is inline style sheet. Suppose you are taking this in the body, like taking the style tag. So style having this specificity 1000. See here, I'll just apply this background color. Background color pale green. Now look at this one. Look at the specificity having. So if you refresh this one here, it will change us to the pale green. No matter, we can write this internal style sheet. But in order to apply this one, apply this internal style sheet, must and should, you can delete this one here. And here we take the style, right? In the style tag, we just remove this one here. So we can link up this one in the for this specificity. And here I'll just, below this title, I'll just write up this link there, and I just write style.css. Now here for this one, I'll take the body there. Just you can type sorry, background color blue there. Now look at this one, look at the output we having. See, I'll just refresh this one here. Why? Because you are applying this, we are applying inline CSS, so that's why this style attribute occupy this more specificity. When you remove this one, it will apply this orange color. You will apply orange color. So if you remove this orange color also, just you can put it in the comments, or else remove this one. Now, so what are the external CSS features that will be applied here? Now here, this will be applied here. See, I do one thing. I'm not see here. I'm not put it in the comments. I'll not hide these comments. I'll just reveal these comments there. Now I'll reveal this comment. Now what will happen? It will second priority goes to this internal style sheet. That's why it will apply this orange color. But I need to apply this. I need to apply this style external CSS and without disturbing any internal CSS. See how to apply this one. See here, it is not impossible, right? Now look at this one. So this link is here, right? I just cut this link. I'll paste below this style there. I'll paste below this style head. Now look at this one. What will happen? See, we have this orange color is here, right? I just refresh here. Now it will apply this blue color. So why? Because why it will apply the blue color means, see here, HTML is runs from top to bottom. So it will start running from this document and start running from this language and head, meta, title, and coming to this style tag. First, what color will be loaded here? First, what are the color of this body? It will be loaded orange color. Then coming to this down position. So here we place this external CSS link, and after loading this one, it will be override here. So this external CSS, that is blue color, override for this internal CSS. So like this, we have calculated this specificity here. So we can keep this file always above this style tag. So I'll place there here. Now I'll just remove this one. I don't want this style anymore. Now I also put this in the comments. I'll do one thing. I'll just cut this one and I'll place this there. I'll paste it here. Now go to this one. Just reload this page. So nothing will change here. It's worked fine. And coming to here. Now we apply this body as a background color blue, right? So again, I'm taking this body. Again, I'm taking this body. I'll just apply background color khaki. Now let me go to this one. Just reload this page. Look at this one. So it will change the background color to khaki. So here I'll take one more body and we just write background color dark red here. Now again go to this one, reload this one. See, look at this one. So it will change this color. So it is always overloaded with, that is blue is overridden with this khaki is overridden with dark red. So like this specificity will be calculated. So if you hover on this one, look at this one, 001 there, and if you hover on this one, 0 comma 0 comma 1, only one element is here. And coming to here, suppose I'll take this one here for the paragraph. For the paragraph, I'll take class there. I take the class, I'll take the text there. Now look at this one, what will happen? Go to this browser, just reload this page. See, both having the same specificity, that's why it will not change this color as like this. See here, I'll just change the paragraph color. See, I'll change the color there. Color, I'll provide this yellow. Now go to this browser once, just reload this page. Now we'll place the yellow tag, but no matter, we can write here the class. See, paragraph P has having this same specificity one, and class is also having this same specificity one here. But here I'll take this text there. I'll take the text there, text, and I just apply color. I'll take the white there. Now look at this one. I'll apply the color there. If you refresh this one here, so it will change to the color white. But here, this both having the specificity 1, having the specificity, class having the specificity 0, 1, 0. Why? Because See here, we discussed about the second point. First, count the number of ID selector. There is no ID selector in the class selector, that it will as a 0. Next, count the number of class selector or pseudo class. So class selector is there that. So for this second one, it will take the 1 there. And for this third one, count the number of type selector. So there is a no type, right? 0. That is here the specificity of this class is 0, 1, 0. First one, it will check for this ID selector. There is no ID, you can put the 0. Second one, it will select for attribute selector and class selector. So it is having this class selector, right? You can put 1 there. And list in the last one, the type selector and what is there? And pseudo class, pseudo elements. We didn't find any pseudo elements there. That's why it will take a 0, 1, 0. If we have these pseudo elements here, suppose we are having this after or before, so it will taken as 11 there. So what are the specificity for this one? See, if you hover on this one, 11, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 1 means we have one class selector and we have this one pseudo elements. So it will calculate it like this. I'll just use this one. And I told you that ID has a highest specificity. How this ID has highest specificity, right? So you take ID there. I'll just take the ID and I'll just apply. I just apply this like text here, like text there. Now coming to this one. So here, go to this style there. Next, I'll take this one as ash. Like I can take this ash and text here. Text. We just write color, color gold, and font size 25 pixels. Font size 25. So go to this one, reload this page. Now look at this one. So it will change here. See, first priority goes to this ID selector. If you hover on this one, ID having this 100, 100. So if you hover on this one, 010. If you hover on this one, 001, like this. So if you need to calculate this one, see, I'll provide there. Suppose you take this one. So here I'll take this text. I'll provide any class name outer. This is our ID name outer, and I'll take this anchor tag. Anchor. I'll provide hover. I'll provide hover there. Now, so for this given selector, for the given selector, having that, first we need to select whether the ID selector is there or not. First we have ID selector. The first find, it will count the ID selector, that is 1 there, and it will find for class selector. So we have this class selector, right? We just type a 0 there, and sorry, not to just find 1 there. So you find this class selector, right? Next we have any pseudo class and pseudo elements. There is no pseudo elements, but we have pseudo classes there. So 1 to 0. So here specificity value is 1 to 0. If you want to check this one,